Hi everyone! Good day! Actually, it's a good evening for me, and thank you again for tuning in. So, I'm just checking in, and just like I promised, I'm going to share with you the learnings that I got from this book. Yeah, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So, I'm just gonna go through the chapters of this book. I actually reread it. I read it twice. So first is chapter 1, that is don't try. Chapter 2 is happiness is a problem. Chapter 3, you are not special. Chapter 4, the value of suffering. And chapter 5, you are always choosing. Chapter 6, you're wrong about everything. Chapter 7, failure is the way forward. Chapter 8, the importance of saying no. And the last chapter is dot 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 dot, and then you die. This is, all in all, it's 200 pages. So yeah, you can read it in a week. And the things that I've learned from this one, I've actually written some notes in this notebook. But since I have mentioned all the chapters, I'm gonna be also sharing some pointers in the chapters of actually it's all good when you read it, but I have some favorites. Okay, first is the I have top three. Should I say top three? Yeah, maybe top three that I've learned from this one, and one is you are not special. So the thing about that, when I read that first time, I was like, what? I'm not special? I'm special? So what he's saying here is, or like for me, the way I put it is, most of the times we are entitled. Yeah, that's true. We are entitled of a lot of things. So, for example, we work hard, like in the company. So we think that we are entitled to get a raise, where in fact we have not given our best. We just thought that we've done overtimes, and at one time we did uh, a lot of things. We won like a project for the company, and then we believe that we need a raise. So, and actually, Mark Manson, who is the author of this book, actually said that people who become actually or truly exceptional at something do so not because they believe they are exceptional. On the contrary, they become amazing because they are obsessed with improvement. As I have said, they are not entitled. They don't say they are special in any way. That's why they work hard to achieve greatness. That's one. Number two is, um, good values are, yeah, he said, about having good values and bad values. Good values, he said, are honesty, innovation, vulnerability, standing up for oneself and standing up for others, self respect, curiosity, charity, humility, and creativity. And he said good values are healthy values. And what I like about this chapter, Good Values and Bad Values, is that we give fuck about small things. And when we look at our problems are really easy. So we thought it's a problem, but it's not actually a problem. Come to think of it. Yeah. So he said his advice is give a fuck about better things so that your problems are going to be better. I couldn't agree more. So, yeah. That, for me, that's beautiful. And if you give a fuck about better things, you'll have get better problems, and with that, you'll get a better life. So yeah. And I'm just going to go through some of this. And the one thing that I want to share about is, where is that? This one. Failure is the way forward. So sometimes we are so afraid of failing, and we just accept what's or we just accept what is our reality now, and we say, maybe I'm just made for this. I don't want to dream anymore because I failed once. So actually, if we could become, or if we accept that failure is part of life, then we become um mentally healthy and mentally strong, actually. So if you can be physically strong by first jogging, let's say, mm, let's say 5 kilometers on day one, and like for the whole week you're going to do 5 kilometers, and next week you're going to upgrade into um let's say 8 kilometers. There's pain, but you are improving. So same is true with failures. Failures makes you mentally strong. So there's no way forward. If you want to be great, then you have to accept that failure is part of life. And the last thing, if you're going to ask me about the one thing that I've learned from book, this book by Mark Manson is, and then we die. Actually, we will all die. So why give a fuck about the small things? Why give a fuck about what your friends are saying? Like, people call me crazy, but now I still um it's it still would hit me like, why are you calling me crazy? I'm like this. So but now it's easier. I'm not explaining myself anymore. If they say I'm fat, I'm not good for this, so that's your opinion. I don't care about your opinion. So I'm doing this for myself. I'm being crazy for myself. If you call me crazy, that's on you. But for me, it's what I'm feeling. It's what I'm compelled to do. So I'm just gonna do it anyway. So yeah, we are all gonna die. Don't you think that's a great advice? Have you even thought of that? We're all gonna die? And I was like, oh yeah, that is really correct. We're all gonna die. So if we're all gonna die, what am I going to do with my life that is extraordinary? So that if I die, at least I would say that I have lived a life worth living. So that's what I'm gonna share today. So this is a long one. It's like 9 minutes. So I'm just gonna say bye bye.